Are you subscribing or not?
Super made the hits.
Hey everyone, I actually have my hair out. We're not going to talk about, because this side is bigger than this side, but it's upper than, look, listen, we're just winging it. I actually wrote down some stuff, right? I wrote down some things. I know last time I was talking about how I wanted to go ahead and get the wheelchair. I think I had talked about aquatics and all that jazz. So first and foremost, aquatics did happen and then it didn't. It was actually too much money. It was like $75 a session. I had to do 2 sessions a week, and it was for like 9 weeks or what have you. And I'm going to be honest, that was actually just too much going on. Like, I mean, first and foremost, I think I got charged for a session I didn't go to. Either way, the financial stress caused a lot more mental stress. And then when I stopped, it caused even more physical stress. So there's just been so much stuff going on with that. It's really been to the point where I've just been in so much pain that I'm like, yeah. Like, what am I really going to do here? Health insurance alone being about $400, then having to do other stuff, then actually having to pay on things I actually have to pay on. Plus co-pays and everything. There's just too much. And for me not being on disability, I just couldn't do it. Disability means that you're limited to how much money you can actually make. You have to be at the line of poverty half the time. Like, so it's I'm good. I know that was a really crazy decision for me to make. Like, some people are like, well, you might as well just go ahead and do disability, but United States health system is dumb. But yeah, so that's been that. As far as getting the wheelchair, I'm still working on it. Hopefully by the end of the year, I have a wheelchair, basically just like whenever I need to use it. I went to a few conventions on this year. Thankfully, one of the things that I went to, they paid for me to have a wheelchair and everything like that. The other 3 things, I didn't have one, and it was a killer. One of the things I went to, I decided not to use my cane. Would not recommend. As far as mental health goes, dealing with friendships, relationships, and stuff, some people just aren't meant to be your friend going forward. And I mean, I know that is the most adult way of saying things. No, it's actually made me suffer like a lot mentally. I did the whole entire counseling thing several times. Fumbled all types of bags because I just couldn't get over certain things mentally. Nobody ever actually tells you that when you lose friends, there are some severe repercussions that you can suffer with. And, usually friends, your friends are there for you to confide in, but it's unfortunate when some of the friends that you confided in are the reason why you're having these issues, right? So that was a doozy. I wanted to be able to make this announcement because of the fact that I cannot work a lot physically. I decided that I wanted to become a piercer. Like, I decided I wanted to become a body piercer. Body piercing, May I decided that I wanted to actually take up a trade. So then that way, if there are times where I'm not able to just go ahead and do live streaming, I want to be able to have alternative ways or additional ways to generate an income, like an actual sustainable income. It's been difficult. It's been really, really, really difficult this year. I no longer have a certain contract, so I was like, look, I need to figure something out, but I couldn't do something that was too demanding on my body. More of a flexible schedule, as well as something that's fun. So I decided to be honest with you, this is just the health part. But I decided to go ahead and do that because you actually have to have this in order to be a body piercer in the state of Florida. It was a few hours long course. We went over like the full shebang of stuff that you needed. I'm going to be starting to do body piercing. The only thing about it is that with body piercing, just like with being a tattoo artist, you actually have to know what you're doing. I know, like this, like go figure. Yeah, I decided to go ahead and find an apprenticeship. I might do like a video specifically on that, at least once I get like my feet wet into the apprenticeship. The apprenticeship does start in like 11 days. So I am kind of excited. I'm kind of excited. Starts in 11 days. Well, no, sorry, 12 days. So it starts on the 13th. That's like my first day. Super duper duper excited. Well, I think it's going to be roughly 13 weeks. We're going to see how long it's going to be, but yeah, it's going to be roughly 13 weeks, I do believe. My goal with that is to be able to generate a sustainable enough income where I can do that and content creation and be, and be fine. Like, never had a regular 9 to 5 job while doing content creation or anything like that. It was just more of like when I started, I was already dog walking. So I already had my own dog walking business. To ship, it's $150 a week. So you actually have to, a lot of cases you do have to pay for your apprenticeship, or like in some way, shape, form, or fashion. You're actually going to be investing into your apprenticeship. I also have to think about transportation and everything. So I'm actually going to be on a bus. I have never really ridden the bus in my city. I've been on the bus in like New York, a few times in Orlando. So like I've done megabus where it's like take you from one city to another city and then gotten on a bus and then went straight to the airport. I've done that. Like that's how I normally get to the Orlando airport. But I've never in Jacksonville, I have never just taken the bus. I'm like, good Lord, sweet baby Jesus. It's going to be a doozy. So I have to get a bus pass. Jesus. I think that bus pass is like $60, Lord. So yeah, so I have to get a bus pass. I think it's for like 30 or 31 days. It's weird. I'm not really worried about the food aspect. So who knows? I might get skinny because I might not really be worried about the food part. I'm really good on that department. Excited to like get started on it. It's going to be so much fun. I don't know what all I'm allowed to fully show on YouTube. I think I can show everything. But also I don't know exactly what I'm going to be recording in the studio because I'm going to be doing my apprenticeship in a studio. Like, I don't know what all she's going to allow me to record. It's like me practicing at home, with the little models and stuff like that, the little molds. I hope you guys do enjoy this segment of my life. Now, I was thinking about ways I could actually like be supported in that aspect because, to be honest with you, like I said, it does cost money. Like altogether, the apprenticeship is $2,000. I was like, well, what ways can people actually support me? So in down below there's definitely going to be, well, there is an Amazon wish list which has all of the things needed for piercing. If there's anything else extra I should probably add on there, let me know. PayPal link will be in the description. Cash App name in the description. Specifically for piercing, specifically for this channel that's not tied to my gaming. It's going to be on that in that Patreon. I was trying to figure out like what should I do for my Patreon tiers. I think that for my Patreon tiers, I just want it to first be very simple before I can add like additional things. Just hoping that, that you guys are going to be enjoying this channel. This is not just going to be a piercing channel, but this is just part of my life. I am actually going to be a body piercer. I'm super duper duper hyped. Like I'm already certified to be one, like technically by the state of Florida. Cause like I said, all you need is the little thing or whatever. But yeah, so going to be learning that. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Click the links, all of that stuff. Subscribe to the channel, and I will, I guess, chat up with you guys next time.